Dear everyone, this question as to why Lord Rama exiled Sita to the forest has bothered almost everyone from a stern theist Hindu to even an atheist non Hindu. In the Ramayana, it's been the most disturbing and incomprehensible question till today. Now, who do you think is the right owner of this question? Of course, it should be Sita herself, because it was she who was banished by her beloved to the forest. And this time, it's her second term. The first exilement was when she accompanied Rama and Lakshmana to the Panchavati forest, where she spent 13 long years over there. And then she was abducted by Ravana and stayed there for a year in the Ashokavati in Lanka. But Sita never raised this question as to why she was banished to the forest again, for nothing of a mistake at all. She never ever blamed Rama for this ridiculous event in her life. And it's not an easy thing to even imagine for how difficult it would be for a pregnant woman to survive in a rustic environment as a forest. And the forest 7,000 years ago was not as the forest that we see them now. They were so dense with full of fierce wild animals in them. And a queen like Sita, simply silently enduring her fate even without complaining or blaming for her ill fate, isn't it so self-rewarding? And as the story goes, she was somehow rescued and sheltered by sage Valmiki. But this incomprehensible event, as to exiling Sita to the forest, does it have any mystery behind it? Yes, it does, because the Lord's ways are always mysterious. And we are questioning the Lord Himself. We are questioning the Creator Himself. That there is something wrong in His creation. That why is He forcing adversities on His own creation? The question why has not much significance in the spiritual realm. Only the question how has more significance than why here. When the sky is pouring down, instead of asking why it's raining so heavily, you should simply find some way to find how to rescue yourself, not why it's raining. Every unanswerable event in our very own lives does have a mysterious truth behind it. But we keep on asking, keep on complaining or blaming. But why did it happen only to me? But why me at all? And none can answer this why to you. Only they can tell you how to tackle the problem, because God's ways are very mysterious. And Sita knew no complaints at all. But you have loads and loads of complaints, loads and loads of whys within you. And do not think Sita as some supreme character who is aloof of you. No, not at all. Sita is the self within you, and Rama is your very own creator. And the creator is never separate of his creation. Both always remain as one united existence. Only when the creation forgets to feel the presence of the creator, then this question why arises. Why was Sita exiled, or why Rama valued his people's opinions and banished Sita into the forest? Such whys arises. Actually, this question of separation never arises at all, because both Rama and Sita felt each one's presence even in their absence. Even in exilement, Rama's love, trust, and adoration towards Sita was so boundless. And where is the question of separation? Who can ever separate Rama from Sita? Who can separate the light from the fire? Such adversities, when they befall upon you, It only shows how boundless God's love is upon you. It's a challenge thrown upon you to see whether you accept pain also in the same poison equilibrium as you accept pleasure. When problems, sufferings, pains, or adversities befallen you, they are challenges thrown upon you to see whether you remain or you receive it with the same poise as you received pleasures. When Thomas Alva Edison's huge research center was burning, of course, he primarily did everything to calm it down, to calm down the flames, but could not stop the burning fire from devouring his entire factory, along with all his lifelong experiments and research oriented documents. And when asked by a media personnel as to what next, and Edison replied just calmly as ever, "All my mistakes have burned to ashes, and from tomorrow onwards I'll start them afresh." And at the age of 67, he started experimenting all over again. Now it's a question: do you also receive pain and pleasure equally? Thank you. Thank you for listening.